Welcome to the next lesson. This time I want to teach you the basis of creating attractive infographics. We will not use any images for this slide, only standard PowerPoint shapes. Let's move the text up, leaving the empty slide. I don't want to have the white background for this slide, so let's change it to gray gradient fill. Select the slide, format background, and choose gradient fill. You probably have the blue and pink gradient that we used earlier. Let's change it. Select the left color and change it to light gray, RGB 242, 242, 242. Next, select the right color and change it to darker gray, RGB 217, 217, 217. Also, we want to switch the gradient type to radial and the direction from center. Good, I like this tone. Now insert the new shape, the circle. Change its height and width to 360. Color to the darker gray, the one we used for the background, RGB 217, 217, 217. And remove the border. Align the shape to the center and middle of the slide. Now let's duplicate it and change its color to lighter gray. In RGB it is 245, 245, 245. And change the size to 290. OK, and align it to the center and middle of the slide. The circle is too flat and I want to make it stand out. Add the border, make it darker gray as the outer circle and change its width to 275. And let's add the shadow. Format, Effects, Shadow, Offset bottom right. Change the transparency to 79% and the blur to 13. Good, but we still can improve it. Add the new rectangle, send it backwards under the smaller circle, remove the border, and change the color to RGB 200, 200, 200. Next, I ask you to be very attentive and follow my instructions. We need to adjust the position of the rectangle the way it created the shadow effect. Select the rectangle and click the rotation controller placed on top of the rectangle. Rotate the rectangle about 30 degrees right, so the right bottom corner was pointing down. Now let's adjust the size and position of the rectangle, so its left side was hidden under the circle. And its height was similar to the circle diameter. Good, now we need to duplicate the bigger circle and align it to the center and middle. Next, select both shapes, the rectangle and the new circle, Format, Merge Shapes, Intersect. It is important to select the rectangle first, otherwise your shape will be on top and have another color. Now let's add the text. Select the word Editable and press Cut. Then paste it and move to the center of the slide. Change the font to lighter black, font size 34, make it uppercase, and change the color to pink. Adjust its position so it was placed in the center, just above the middle line. Select the rest text and bring it to front. Place it below the first text and change its font to lighter black, size 21, uppercase, and make it gray. Adjust position of both text boxes, so they will position in the center close to each other. That's good. OK, we can proceed with graphics. Draw a new circle. Change its size to 453 in height and width. Make it no fill and change its border to gradient fill. I want to have the pink color on top and the blue at the bottom. Select the left gradient stop and make it pink. Select the right one and make it blue. Also, you can remove the rest gradient stubs if you have them. Now let's align it center and middle of the slide. Also, let's make a bigger border. I think for 25 will be good. Next, draw the new circle. Change its size to 0.38 in width and height. Make it pink and remove the border. Also, let's add the shadow, offset bottom right, and adjust it. Make the shadow transparency 43% and blur 15%. OK, good. Now we can place it in the top left side of the outer circle. Next, duplicate it and place it on the opposite side. The easiest way to do it is to select the shape and holding Ctrl-Shift keys, move it to the right. It will duplicate the shape and keep it on the same axis. Now we can select both circles and holding the same combination Ctrl and Shift, move them down, creating two more shapes. Place them at the bottom similar to the upper circles. Also, we need two more similar shapes in the middle. Duplicate any circle and place it in the middle. And one more on the other side. OK, great, we have 6 new circles. Let's change the color of the bottom circles to blue. And apply the gradient hue to both middle circles. Change the gradient color to blue and pink. Type to linear. Select the left shape and change direction to linear right. And for the right shape, I want to have linear left. Not bad, let's move forward. Now we need to create 6 more of these circles, but bigger size. The easiest way to do it is to select all 6 small ovals, holding Ctrl key, and duplicate Ctrl D. Change the size to 1.3. Good, now we need to adjust their position. We want to place them away from the small ones, but keeping the same structure and alignment. Take your time to align them correctly. Alignment is particularly important in design because it allows to distinguish a professional designer from the beginner. All elements on your slide should follow logic and be consistent in their placement. Next, we need to connect all small circles with bigger ones. Insert, Shapes, New Line, and connect one to another. When you draw the line from one shape to another, the PowerPoint will automatically try to help you, connecting the sides. It is convenient, because if you move the shape, the line will automatically adjust its position and size. But in some cases, it doesn't look good, because it creates sharp angles, and we want to have neat right corners. To adjust it, select the circle and holding the rotation controller, rotate it till you like the position. Now select all lines holding the Ctrl key and change the line width to 275. Next, choose the upper ones and make them pink. And the bottom lines blue. As for the middle lines, I want to have the gradient that connects color of both circles. Select both lines, Format, Gradient Line, and make the left controller blue and the right one pink. OK, let's change direction to linear right, so the color smoothly turned into another one. Now I want to add more circles inside our new shape. Duplicate light gray circle in the center, the one with the shadow, and reduce its size to 1.5 in height and width, and place it inside one of our colored circles. Duplicate it several more times and place inside the rest shapes. Don't forget to align them. If you are not sure about your alignment, select both shapes and click Align Center and Middle commands. It is also better to double check when you want to do a good design. Yep, I like it. Also, let's add some text to our circles to make them more attractive. Insert new text box and type 01. Change the font to Lato, font size 34, and make it gray. Place it inside the top left circle and align it center. The color is too dark for our design. Let's make it lighter. Change the color to RGB 127, 127, 127. Okay, that's better. Duplicate the text box and change the number to 02 and place to the next circle. Do the same with the rest circles, change the text up to 6, and don't forget to align them. Great, we almost finished. I want to add some more text. Duplicate the text box with the word editable and place it to the bottom left corner of the slide. Do the left alignment for the text, change the font size to 138 and color to white. Align the text based on our inner guides, 638 left and 3.5 bottom. Right-click the text, send to back. Duplicate the text box and change the text to the number 100%. Let's make the font Lato light, rotate it 90 degrees left, and align to the left guide. Place it close to the first text and send to back. Yep, that's it. We finished the slide. Now you understand how to make a nice looking infographics in PowerPoint using the standard shapes. You can add more text for the bullet points or customize the shapes based on your needs. It will be a good practice for you, but always remember about the alignment. Okay, let's move to the next lesson.